Hey there, Virgo, and welcome to your week of February 7th, 2022 General Tarot Reading. We're going to be checking this out for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Cross-watchers, you're welcome too. Don't forget to like and subscribe and do all that good jazz as we go along with the reading. Well, we're looking at your energy first coming into this week. We got the Tower, the Six of Wands, and the King of Pentacles, but it is the Knight of Pentacles. I really like this already. Before we even get into the card meetings, just how the cards are looking. We got the Knight of Pentacles as well as the Horseman here and the Six of Wands looking towards the future. I always love that. It means we're moving in a positive direction here, especially with the Tower here. This feels like you're really going in a way that is like, this is a significant change for you, and now we're heading in such a strong way, right? Like, it's almost as if we found a new path, almost like maybe not necessarily a calling to you, but maybe something that's like really been like a major shift in your mindset or how you do things at this time, which is great. That shift though seems to be in a like, I'm gonna trust the process kind of idea, right? It's kind of one of those things, I don't know how many of you watch sports and such, but when there's ever like a new team and they're kind of on the rebuild, like they're like, okay, we're shipping off our new stars, we're gonna draft new guys, we're gonna build them up, and we're gonna have success in the future. They always talk about trusting the process, and it's like, when they lose games and stuff, they're like, we're trusting the process, we're gonna let our guys develop, we can see there's promise in them, we're gonna be an exciting team to be in the future, and people are gonna want to play for us, and we're gonna draw in star talent, like that's veteran star talent, while our new guys grow. And like, I'm seeing that here. Really, it's like you're with the Six of Wands here, it's talking about walking the walk and talking the talk, putting your money where your mouth is. And with the Knight of Pentacles, it's like, we'll take as long as we need to do this. So it's really just saying, like I say, I feel like you're just trusting the process, whatever this is for you, whether this is love, career, money, whatever it might be, as these are general readings. I feel like you're really just committing to like, let's trust the process. We'll get there when we get there. And when we do, it's going to be worth it, right? So let's take a look and clarify this. See what we got. We got, the Emperor. I love it. The Seven of Wands and the Two of Wands. That's so good. So good. Lots of fire here for you, Virgo. So very, very fiery we are. With the Emperor here, that's Aries card. So you may have Aries in your chart. If you do, let me know in the comments below. That's always a good sign if you do have Aries in your chart when the Emperor comes up, because that means you're coming through in a strong way. Same goes for any card of your chart that comes up, means you're coming in a strong way. But really with the Emperor here, that's awesome, because the Emperor is the big boss. He's the King of Kings, right? He is the Emperor. So it's really saying, like, you are backing up what you're saying. You're doing what you're doing. You're like, I'm the Emperor, I'm the boss, I'm the master of my own destiny, right? Or the mistress. But we're really saying, like, I'm in command here, I'm doing what I'm doing, and I'm trusting the process. This is going to be good for like my quote unquote kingdom at this time. So that's really beautiful. With the Seven of Wands, we're defending that position. This is my plan. I'm following it through. I'm not listening to what everyone else got to say, because I'm the big bad. I'm doing what I'm doing, right? Well, I'm the big bad, right? I'm the big, I'm the big deal. I'm the Emperor. I'm Virgo. I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm doing what's best for Virgo. And with the Two of Wands, you're in a really stable position too. So it's not as though you're taking this huge risk or anything. You're just heading and like doing what's right, doing what's good for you. It's not taking any crazy risk, but you're also moving in an extremely positive direction. So this is awesome. I love this, Virgo. This is so good. Let's take a look and get some challenges potentially for you this week. And then we'll look at some outcome cards and an oracle card to tie everything off, and we'll clarify everything as we're going along here. So what do we have? We got the Lovers here, the World, this is the Worldo, and the Three of Wands. Yeah, okay. Very interesting. We might have a bit of a test of patience for you here in this week, especially in regards to love. If and you are looking for love, it's going to be your whole patience tester for you. So be wary of that. Same with with the Lovers card. It's Gemini's card, so you may be dealing with a Gemini. May have Gemini in your chart too. Same deal before. Let me know in the comments below if that's the case. But we're just really looking here, like, where we're with the Three of Wands, it's all about patience. It's all about waiting for your ships to come in here. And so I feel like your patience is going to be tested this week. It's especially with the lovers here. Like, I feel like, especially for those of you who are looking for love, it's going to be a real test of patience, because it's going to be, I almost get this idea, and this has happened to me before in the past too. Like, if you're ever on like a dating app and you see, oh, this person seems perfect for me, you message them and then they just never get back to you. Or you find out like later that, oh, this person got suggested to me, but they haven't been online in months. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, Jesus, this person seemed perfect for me, but unfortunately it's a misconnection. So just be wary of that kind of a thing. Could also just be saying, for those of you who do have somebody in your life, you know, you have a significant other, they might be testing your patience a bit this week as well. They might be kind of being like, you know, well, why are you doing this? This seems so silly, right? Like those kind of things. They might be questioning what you're doing here at this time. Really kind of getting like, why are you doing this? And ultimately you're doing it because of the world here, this big completion you're looking for, this big goal you have in mind, right? And they might be really questioning of that, like, why are you doing this? Like, is that really worth it? Is this something you really want to do? Because this could be something that you're trying to work towards that maybe is something that you maybe not talked about a lot, because it's just something that doesn't quite connect with everybody. You know, like for myself, like I mentioned sports at the start of this, I'm a big fan of hockey, but like none of my friends watch hockey, you know, and none of my coworkers watch it either, or at least none of them that cheer for the same team as me. So it's a hard time to relate with them. So I don't really talk about it a lot, right? So that could be something like that with you. It's where it's like, it's something you maybe don't mention a whole lot, but you're really like, this is something you're really passionate about, something you really want to go for here. So they might feel like this has kind of come out of left field. So why are you indulging in this, right? So let's take a look at your clarifiers for your challenges, see what's going on here as well, Virgo. We got the Chariot coming in, the Four of Wands, and the Six of Cups. The Chariot is Cancer's card, so again, you may have Cancer in your chart, might be dealing with Cancer. Let me know down below. But with this here, we're really trying to move forward. Like, we want to go fast. Like, we want to just like have victory now. But just, again, not kind of panning out the way we want, you know, because we are trusting the process, but we kind of want to have it, you know, we want to have it now. We want to have success now. And who could blame you, right, Virgo? But just be careful, though. Like, you might get a little restless this week. Again, we're testing our patience. With the Four of Wands and the Six of Cups here as well, you know, happiness is the key. Value is the key here with these two cards. So just be aware of that. Like, you might be having some trouble when it comes to like finding your happiness here, especially in the early goings. And you might be having trouble finding value here in the early goings. And that happens a lot too, especially when if this is like a project you're working on, like if you're like kind of like going the entrepreneur route and you're like, I want to start up something new. I want to be, you know, bold, passionate, all that good stuff. You might be, you know, a little bit early on kind of struggling to get what you want out of it. Hello, Journey. But you might be struggling to get what you want out of it because, you know, entrepreneurs, for instance, do often lose quite a bit. Like, they don't have like a lot of successful profit in the early goings, right? Or at least not entirely on purpose here, right? So let's take a look at some outcome cards for you. If Journey will let us have it. Excuse me, mister. Okay, we're going to be like that, aren't we? I'm going to have to set you down then, buddy. You're going to be, oh my God, someone's got to put you on a diet. Oh my, he's a heavy boy. I know I need to go on a diet too, but I might just pick Journey up and use him as a weight instead of buying dumbbells or something. But let's take a look at your outcome cards here and see what we got for you. We got the Devil popping out there, I think. Yep, the Devil popped out. That's Capricorn's cards. You may have Capricorn in your chart. Might be dealing with a Capricorn as well. Again, let me know. You got the Hanged Man as well here. And the King of Swords. All right. Interesting energy here. With the Devil, we're really saying, you know, it is Capricorn's card, and as I mentioned, all the fun stuff that goes with it there, but it is a card that talks about, you know, kind of being playful, enjoying yourself, that kind of thing. But you got to be wary, especially with the Hangman here next to it, that you don't want to enjoy yourself too much, right? You don't want to, you know, it's important, like we're talking about working and trusting the process back here, but we really also want to be aware that You know, you got to make room to play too. You got to enjoy yourself. And that might be something back again, are we? And that might be something that we're kind of maybe a concern, especially for those dealing with a significant other, is that they may feel neglected, right? You're not spending time with them. You're not being with them all the time, right? So you just got to watch out for that. So we might be playing a little too much. And for those of you who don't necessarily have a significant other, you're just kind of working towards your happiness and such. Hello. The Hangman says, like, we don't want to stagnate, so don't just play all the time either, right? We got to find a balance here. The Hangman also talks about finding a new perspective. So again, if your significant other or someone in your life is kind of coming at you like, hey, you know, you're not really being around much here at this time, and you know, we're kind of feeling the loss. The Hangman says you got to kind of look at their perspective as well, kind of be open and receptive to the idea that, you know, those people want you in their life too. They don't want to just kind of like wait for you, you know, years down the road to finish what you're doing and then finally be like, hey guys, let's hang out, because they don't want to, you know, not necessarily they don't want to wait, but it's like they kind of don't want to, you know, they have their lives going on too. They want to spend some time with you. They want to share their lives with you, right? So just be aware of that. And with the King of Swords, like, you got to be honest and truthful too, right? And that goes both ways, right? You need to play, you need to have some fun. You can't just work all the time, and you got to look at other people's perspectives, because, you know, you can't just be like, it's all about me all the time, because that's going to lose them for sure, right? If you're just going me all the time. So let's take a look at some clarifiers here for you, for your energy. If Journey will be so nice to let us do this here, if he won't be such a jerk about it. We got the Seven of Swords, we got the Eight of Cups, and we got the Wheel here. Yeah, this is really nice. I like this because the Seven of Swords and the Wheel and the Eight of Cups is really kind of telling us, like with the Seven of Swords especially, is like he has that lone wolf energy, and it's really like that's a warning, right? Like, don't be the lone wolf. Don't be just running off doing this all by yourself and not, you know, experiencing and having relationships and stuff, right? Not just romantic ones, of course, but ones with your friends and family too. Like, don't be an island, right? Like, you know, be receptive to others, right? With the Eight of Cups, saying maybe you need to take a walk away from something, a kind of a walk away from some sort of an ideal, maybe, like, or maybe a walk away from some sort of thought process or the way you do things too, right? Again, you know, we're kind of really, like, you really want to go with this and really want to work hard on it and really want to achieve it, but we're, you know, trust in the process. That doesn't necessarily mean that you have to, oh, excuse me, sorry for that. That doesn't necessarily mean you have to do it one particular way, and you have to do it like by yourself, and you have to focus everything in your life around that, right? The Eight of Cups really says maybe you need to walk away from that kind of a mentality, because there are richer ones out there. There are better mentalities, there are better ideas, better ways to do things, right? It's an Eight of Cups. It's not the 9, it's not the 10, it's only the 8. There are still better ways to do things, right? So I love that. And with the Wheel here too, we need to spin. We need to get that energy out of here, that kind of like that sort of, you know, maybe that single-minded focus, that kind of idea out of our heads. And we need to get into something else, something more, you know, more of value, something more of positive, something more that is going to be good for us overall, and not just for us, but for those in our lives too. So let's take a look here at your oracle card, and we'll read you your oracle message for that. Hopefully this has been helping out, and hopefully this has been resonating with you. But let's see what we got for you for your oracle card here. All right, Virgo, we got the Whale Spirit, Trust the Great Mystery, number 65. Let's see what we got here. The Whale Spirit. The Whale Spirit is an ancient creature who was here at the beginning of time and has seen everything. felt everything, and heard everything that has ever transpired on this planet. In the hidden realms where all things must gather first before manifesting into form, the whale spirit is the keeper, singing the soul of the whole world from its deepest waters in the coldest seas. When the whale spirit appears, it reminds you that there is a great mystery that you must accept without intellectually trying to understand it. Some things cannot be known by the mind, only experienced through the heart, through intuition, and through the peripheral senses that part the invisible veils separating the visible world from the great manifestation consciousness in the hidden realms. Now is the time for you to immerse yourself in the great mystery of spirit and to trust within the invisible. What you can't see now are the seeds of your intentions being tended to by the angels. And that's something pretty important there, is that your intentions, right? That last line, the seeds of your intentions. If you're planning in the seeds in somebody's mind that what you're doing, what you're trying to work toward, that your goals are more important to you than them, that's seeds been planted, right? When you shove off and you tell your friends, oh no, I can't do this because I'm working tonight. And you keep planting those seeds. Like, I'm doing this for myself, or I'm going after this for me. And you keep, blowing off your friends, blowing off your significant other, saying, I'm going to work on this thing. I need to work on this thing. That's planting the seeds to them. That's saying, like, they're not as important to you, right? And that's no way to be. And I feel like you need to watch out for that. You need to watch out what those seeds of your intention are, right? Because they are being cultivated. And the more you feed those seeds, the more you plant them, the more seeds you plant, the more this is going to grow into something that will be a problem for you. And when you come back and you're like, hey, let's hang out or something, they're going to be like, no, I'm busy. I got something else on the go, right? Because, it's going to go back the other way. Because, now that you want to hang out with them, all of a sudden, it's like, well, I wasn't as important to you before. You're not as important to me now, right? So just be careful of that. Just watch out for it. Remember, your intentions do plant seeds in other people's minds that do eventually grow into something else. So just be aware, even though you are working towards something beautiful, you need to, take care of others as well. Life is a garden. You need to cultivate it as it grows. So hopefully that has helped you out, Virgo. If you want to help out the channel, you hit that like button. You can subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign videos too after this one. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you in the next video.